There's a moment when you realize this isn't your life anymore, and it's time for a change. Sit, speak your truth.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you do not know who I am, this is Sit and Speak Your Truth. I am Z. I am an expat from the U.S. that is currently living in Panama. And I am having the time of my life, and while I'm doing so, I'm learning to build a business for myself, and so that's why I discuss here on this channel. So speaking of that, here we go again with these daggone gnats and shit. God, they are treacherous here. So I had an interesting day. It was a little upsetting, but I'm going to tell you about it. So I live up in the mountains. Once a month I go down into the closest town, which is about 45 minutes from where I live, and I do some shopping. So we don't have BJ's here, or Sam's Club or Costco. Here we have something called PriceMart. So I was at the local PriceMart just getting supplies, treats for the zoo and stuff like that. And there is a young man that I met there when I first arrived into Panama, when I first went to PriceSmart to go get my first PriceSmart card, right? And he spoke very, very good English. And my Spanish is still a work in progress. But he helped me, and every time I would go shop, he would be there and he would help me, and we would talk and chit chat. And I found out that, he was in college and he's working towards getting his degree in English as a second language and being able to teach. And so he graduates in August. And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. Congratulations. And we're talking. He's like, yeah, because we just found out today that we're probably going to be losing our jobs here. So I'm like, what do you mean? I said, I'm so sorry. And we were just chit-chatting about that. So that just goes to show you how important it is to not have to depend on an entity outside of yourself to sustain yourself. That really broke my heart, because this is a really sharp young man, and he's going to go far. I have no doubt about that, and he's going to be fine. But there's nothing that you can't do. Nothing that you can't do. I've been through some difficult times when I was drop dead on my back and not even knowing how I was going to make it to the next day. You dig deep. When you want it, you make it happen. There's nothing that you can't do. I wanted to get the hell out of the U.S. in the worst way. And I was able to make that happen for myself. It was difficult. I didn't come here the way that I thought I was going to come. And maybe I'll share that story another day. But as a woman, I understand the importance of being self-sufficient. And I think every woman should look at that and understand the importance of being self-sufficient. I don't care if you're married or not. Anything can happen. You don't know what can happen. You might wake up one day and I don't know. But you need to be able to provide for yourself. I realized that I needed to be able to provide for myself, because there was no one that was going to step forward and guarantee my survival, guarantee my comfort, guarantee my security but me. No one was going to do that. Sometimes we get in situations and we think it's one thing, and come to find out it's something completely different. You live and learn, you keep moving forward. But nobody is going to provide that for me but me. And so as a single woman, I need to provide my own backup. I have to have my own nest egg. I have to have my own security fund. I have to have my own emergency fund for things. I don't have help. Both of my parents are now deceased. I've never been married. I've never had children. That's just the way that my life worked out for a variety of reasons. But it's just me. And so if you're a woman out there in the world and you're like me, it's just me, I hope that you are thinking about your security and not just your physical security, but your financial security and solvency. And so that's why I decided to figure out how I could build a business for myself online. I prayed over it. That's when Legacy Builders made itself known to me, and I've gone down that path, and I am doing the things, and I'm not looking back because I see how this can grow. I see how people are building, and they are creating very, very financially solvent lives for themselves just in selling Legacy Builders, just in that product alone. But I see other things that you can do with the product, like building your own digital products, which is something that I've done as a woman that has relocated out of the US. I sat and thought about, I have a lot of experience and I have a lot of life experience and I know some things. So what can I proffer? What can I give back that people would want? And I said, well, as a single woman, and there are many people looking to relocate now, one of the things that I can do is provide relocation experience because I've been through it. I know the ups and downs, the things that you have to look for, the pitfalls when you're traveling, especially if you're traveling with pets. The importance of being able to ship things that you want to keep with you, and that whole rigmarole, knowing how to access health care wherever you're going to be going, learning how to vet neighborhoods. Should I get a car? Should I not? Just so many things that you have to look at, you know. And so I put together my first digital product, which is a freedom exit relocation guide. And, I call it the 120-day exit to freedom guide because I came on a relocation tour in September of 24, and in January of 25, I was here. So I did it. I did it quickly. It can be done. The U.S. is getting, there's some weird stuff going on in the world right now. I'm just going to leave it at that. And so I think everybody should have an exit plan. I talked to a family member about, what I was going to do, and they just kind of like looked at me and shook their head. I said, okay, well, that's, you think what you want to think. Lo and behold, a year and a half, 2 years later, and now they are preparing to leave the U.S. So, people are just funny. Things are funny sometimes. But look into Legacy Builders. Create a business for yourself. It is very simple. People think, oh my God, I can't have a business. I wouldn't know what to do. When I tell you that the woman, Michelle O'Neill, who created Legacy Builders, has broken everything down step by step by step. And you can purchase Legacy at whatever is comfortable for you from a financial perspective. Some people come in and they purchase the base tier, and you can do that, and you can sell the base tier. If you want to go hard, you can come in and get the premium bundle, and you sell that, and you sell that in every tier beneath it, and you just promote Legacy like I'm doing right now. You get on your phone, you do a little video, you promote what you're doing, you put it out in the ether. That's it. The people that need to see it will come across it. The people that are serious and that understand where the world is going right now and understand the need to secure financial independence for themselves, because you cannot depend, as I said earlier, you can't depend on a job. You can't depend on a job. And no corporation, no government is going to give a damn if you wake up one morning unemployed because they let you go and you don't have a way to provide for yourself, or God forbid if you have a family, for your family. So think about that. If you want to learn more about Legacy Builders, the link is in my bio, or you can comment Legacy below. And if you have ever been thinking about relocating outside the U.S., but you don't know where to start, I've created a free relocation checklist, a free checklist that's you can get for free. That's also in the description box, along with the 120-day freedom exit plan. So if you've been thinking about it and you think that you can't do it, please trust and believe you can. But one of the keys is that if you're going to relocate, and if you're not retired, I'm not retired, if you're relocating, you have to have a way to provide income for yourself, right? So Legacy is the key as far as I'm concerned. That's all I have for you all today. Just think about the importance of having a backup plan. Because in today's day and age, you need to have a backup plan. No one is going to save you. You have to save yourself. Okay, lovelies, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to stay out here and play with Zeus and the birds. It's a beautiful day today. And I will be back tomorrow with another video. I'm thinking about doing a live at some point. I don't know if you'd be interested in participating in a live and talking with me more about legacy or about relocating. Drop me a comment below and let me know that. And I may consider doing a live to give you all more info. I'm just trying to build a community. I know I'm not the only person that thinks the way that I do. I'm not the only woman out there that's single in the world trying to make it. I know there are tons of you out there, and I hope this video finds you. Just know that you're not alone and that you can have someone that can help you through the process. We need to build community, physically community, and also online community. Everyone needs support. Okay? All right, I love you. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.